Welcome back, everyone. It's Butters here. So, I'm going to run a team today that's kind of old school, bringing it basic. And I had a friend who is trying to get better at GBL. I think they want the Leon costume specifically, and is trying to get better. And uh, asked me what they could do and what team they should use. Everyone's always concerned about what team they should use. To be honest, team makes a difference, and team setup makes a difference. But you know, at the end of the day, it's also how you play with the team. So uh, it varies person to person. So what I have here is a pretty basic team with the old classic, the GOAT, Swampert, running Mudshot, and it says Sludge Wave there, but I actually TM'd it to Earthquake because in the UL specifically, not Premier, in the Open Ultra League, oh, let's turn off put on Do Not Disturb, and which I also again recommend for anyone doing battles. In the Open Ultra League, you're likely to run into Registeels, maybe Melmetal, and Sludge Wave is great against fairies and does really a ton of neutral damage to a lot of things, but it also it gets completely walled by steals, like Registeel specifically. And as a safe swap, I'm running two Pokemon that are kind of weak to Dark in the back. One is Giratina, and one is Snorlax. So Snorlax is not necessarily weak to Dark, but Snorlax, the typical move set on Snorlax is Lick as the fast move. Lick is a ghost type move. Darks resist it, and since Darks are so common lately, I didn't want to completely expose myself to Darks. So I actually changed my Giratina just now to Dragon Breath. So this is a Dragon Breath Giratina. Ignore the labels. So in terms of IVs, the Swampert has good IVs. The Snorlax has very good IVs for PvP. The Giratina, as you can see, is actually a 96. So, IVs matter, but um, you know, I think the gameplay and the team lineups are going to matter a lot more. So let's get into it. See what happens. So sometimes it's lead dependent, but the most important thing is if you lose the lead is trying to win switch with your safe swap. So this is actually I'd say neutral to great because I'm going to go right. So as you can see, the waterfalls from the Empoleon, they went right for it, and 15 turns they get to a Hydro Cannon. So I am right after this because I didn't go for the move yet. I'm gonna run it. They will probably shield because I shielded, but let's see. I don't like to bait, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I beat him to it. No, I didn't beat him to it. That's unfortunate. So I am going to try to swap to Snorlax here. Oh, no. Let's see if they're going to use both their shields. I use both my shields. They're going to use both their shields. Let's see what happens when I swap to Snorlax. So this puts them in pretty rough shape. I don't know what they're doing here. 2, 3. They're going to go for it, and they're probably going to switch. I probably should have thrown my move, but the problem there is that would have weakened my Snorlax to whatever they have coming as their safe swap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to take them out because Empoleon is a steel and water type, so the fighting here is going to take them out. And then I have another move. Unfortunately, I'm pretty low in health. Charizard, 2, 3, and one more fire spin. They're going to get to a Dragon Claw. So let's see. 4. Swampert is a little low, and so I'm with them having energy right now. 5, 6. All right, so they have nearly dead Charizard. They may throw. That was 7. Probably throw 2 Dragon Claws and Bolt. What's Swampert doing? I almost thought about sacking there because they obviously have um, something in the back. Let's see if they swap. Oh, two. So this is bad. The Venusaur or Venusaur is just really bad for me right now. Except that it's going to take them a few moves to kill me. So we can actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they have one more. They're going to try to vine whip me down. Yeah, I'm dead. So this was just bad alignment. I should have went for a bait on at least one of those Empoleon charge moves. I thought I had them on the second one, but I didn't time my charge moves appropriately and just kind of got spanked there. So failure on the first one. Although that was a fun team in that it was all three starters. So as you can see from that, if you're looking for a team, apparently Empoleon, Venusaur, and or Venusaur and Charizard isn't that bad. But bad alignment there. Next time I probably would think about swapping. Crobat. This is a pretty good lead. Crobat runs Air Slash. It's a little slow. Yep. All right. And they went through Muck. This is 3. If you can see it looks like I'm lagging. I'm not really sure. This is a Dark Pulse. I will not shield this. See if they're willing to go down shields. 1. They have one Snarl. They do shield. 2, 3. Another Dark Pulse. And then they're going to have to choose whether or not they want to shield. Got to remember that Crobat in front. Crobat, if without a shield, could be troublesome. But I stayed in with the Swampert. Let's see what they come in with now. Stay with the Crobat. I'm going to... So, Air Slash is not the best move. It's a 3-turn fast move with okay energy generation. But I have 2-turn fast moves. Obviously, oh, and there they go with that. So, the... not going to take me down. All right, they've got one Air Slash towards their next move. So the big power of Crobat and these other Pokemon is that they run Poison Fang and Crobat and Golbat. They run Poison Fang and Shadow Ball. Poison Fang isn't really going to hurt Snorlax. Oh, oh, this is terrible. At least they have Dragon Breath here. So they were running Double Dark and ooh, that was terrible. I'm not going to shield. They often fake. We'll see. They do not fake. So, as I mentioned before, pretty weak to the dark types. In this case, they saved their fighter in the hole. I never swapped to my Swampert to draw it out because I wanted that Swampert. The best alignment for that Swampert was, this is probably a Power Punch, of course. Oh, no. So they swapped. They didn't have enough energy to go with anything there. I should be able to, let's see. So because Snorlax is normal type, normal types double resist ghost type moves. So their biggest move here is, in fact, that Poison Fang. They can't rely on the Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball will do almost nothing to me. So my defense is down, but okay, I'm probably gonna Power Punch me here, try to get me low enough that they can keep me from getting my last body slam, which they won't. There you go. So what you can see there is that, and this is a little lesson in why moves matter. Giratina, the moveset on the Giratina, and let's take a look at the moves before we go into the next match. I kind of jumped into everything. Okay, so again, Swampert, Giratina, running Dragon Breath. Giratina can run either Shadow Claw or Dragon Breath as the fast move. Both are good moves. Dragon Breath has slightly less energy gain, but does a lot of neutral damage. Shadow Claw has, good energy gain, good damage, and, can help against certain Pokemon like Cresselia that threaten, uh, that can threaten Giratina. However, it's very weak to Darks. And because Snorlax's really only viable move is Lick, which is a ghost move and is resisted by Dark types, I really wanted to have that Dragon Breath. And as you saw, Scrafty came in there, and Scrafty did okay, but Scrafty's counters didn't really do anything because Giratina is a ghost type. So the only thing that Scrafty had was its fast moves, or sorry, its charged moves. I had one shield, was able to use that to block one of them, and they didn't really bait at all either. So that's fine. But you saw with the Dragon Breath there, I was able to at least stand a chance against that Scrafty. So that's why moves count matter, and the alignment of moves. Also, the Snorlax is running Body Slam and Superpower. Now, the reason I chose Superpower, which is actually again because of the threat of those Dark types. In terms of Swampert, I'm running Earthquake, so that gives me some steel coverage, and the Superpower also gives steel coverage on the Snorlax. So there's some steel coverage between Snorlax and Swampert. Oh, looks like our match failed. All right. And Giratina, even has Dragon Breath, which hurts it against steels. Shadow Claw can hit for neutral damage against the steel types. However, in this case, the way the team's set up, I have enough coverage for steel, and I wanted some neutral coverage here. So here's a dark type in the lead. I don't really want to go with anything but the Swampert here. I think they lagged a bit there, and that's why I got to my fast move first. So they went for some extra fast moves there, but this is still either a cross chop or a night slash. Hope they don't boost. I'm going to throw this Earthquake here. So Giratina, because I'm not running Shadow Claw, isn't as effective against Cresselia. Snorlax is actually pretty effective, and none of her damage or her moves are going to do super effective against me. And also, I kind of want to get this, now that I know they have a Goon hidden out somewhere, it does me some benefit to get the Snorlax taken care of, or at least out of the way. So with Snorlax aligned here with Cresselia, that avoids kind of getting Goon aligned. So actually, I'm going to hard farm here. Hope they don't go for two moves, or get to two moves, I guess is the statement I'm looking for, which I think they probably will. Ooh, that's nice. So Goon's probably coming back. What you want to do with a move like Superpower debuffs your attack and your def too. I am going to shield. I got a shield. I have too much energy to throw away. And they have... Ooh. Oh, that's funny. I'm throwing this against Gengar, but this doesn't do me much good. So this is bad. They don't know what I have. They may shield. I'm going with Swampert. Are they going to go for it? So they're going right for the Shadow Punch. I don't think it'll take me out, but the Shadow Claws probably will. This is trouble because they were smart. This person is very smart, to be honest. I have that Goon still. So the problem with running the team that I'm running is that they were smart, and they knew that if they could get me on shields, that they could sweep in the back with this Gengar. So they are hope if this is a shadow ball, it's not GG's actually, but it's oh that actually is a huge relief. So Goon comes back in. I don't get to my move in time. I threw that stupid body slam earlier, and that's going to cost me. So if I live, I live. Low 1 HP in a dream. Oh my goodness. So I should not have thrown that body slam before against Gengar. My brain was like just not functioning. Oh man. Yeah. If I would have saved that body slam, I could have lived. And I think, oh, it's gonna be so close, but my ghost moves won't do enough. Oh my goodness! Oh my, what a photo finish! Oh no, he's still there. He's still there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god. That was the craziest match. I thought I was done for. Done for. Wow. Wow. So that person knew what they were doing. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, and I'll tell you what saved me there, having Dragon Breath on Giratina. So, wow. I almost threw the match with poorly that poorly thrown body slam. However, you know, they if they would have shielded, that would have put me in a good situation. So Clefable. This is not great. The best thing I have going here. Do they get the charm through? They don't get the charm through. So I've always kept talking about this, lining up your fast moves. Clefable uses charm. Charm is a 3-turn fast move. Swampert uses Mud Shot. Mud Shot is a 2-turn fast move. So I need to throw on 3 or 6 to align my charge moves. And if you notice, that's exactly what I did there. All right, Giratina comes in, and that's a perfect segue to go into Snorlax. So the problem with running this move set is, so you got to be careful swapping a Snorlax into a Giratina, because the if they're running Dragon Breath, they can still do some damage against you. As you can see, they're already at 2 Dragon Claws. So who knows if I'll win this, but I will definitely force them down and eat away at their health quite a bit. They've already used 1 shield on that Clefable. Yeah, see, they're going to continue to try to farm me down here. It's okay. Maybe I'll get a shield off. Oh, I won't. I won't get a shield. They already used a shield, so yeah. Yeah, as you can see, that's the problem with this move set. Oh, all right. So I'm going to throw a body slam at this Machamp. This is great. Unless they're running payback, which I don't know if they are, but there comes in my Giratina. 4, 5. Yeah, whatever they have. I couldn't. Giratina's wings are in the way of that Machamp, so I can't see how many moves he's doing. But they fast swapped. So, and they have Rock Slide, as you can see. So the problem is they have this Clefable. I'm actually going to shield this because they've got that Giratina. I might need to have something around for it, but Clefable's going to come in, probably throw a. She's going to have a charge move due soon, which will be Meteor Mash or Psychic. Oh, probably Meteor Mash because it's such a good move. Not that Psychic's so bad. My Dragon Breath won't do anything against the Charmer here, but try my best. We'll see what happens. The Machamp alignment was good. So they've used their shields. So that's good. I think I have a body slam on that Snorlax. So um, the hope is actually this is going to be based on attack, but I'm probably going to lose CMP. Oh, I don't have a body slam. Okay. Okay. Uh, they still have that. This might be trouble. Probably made a bad choice. No. Should be okay. I should live this, and I should be able to throw the Earthquake, take out Giratina, die to Charm, bring in Swampert, or bring in Snorlax, throw my body slam, and take the match. So, unless I lag trying to throw my move. So one Charm will do it for me, and they will get so upset because there we go. So, you know, battling is not easy. As you can see, I was able to take that match not because of alignment, because it was kind of neutral in the beginning, to be honest. Swampert on Clefable. This isn't an ABB team, which means I don't have to switch in the beginning if the lead is kind of neutral. And the nice thing, I was timing my moves well, and that means I can get shield advantage while they're just tapping away trying to do charms. The problem with charm is that it builds up energy very slow. So a charmer gets to one, maybe two charged moves in an entire match, whereas Swampert might throw off. And what did I throw? I threw two hydro cannons and then built and threw an earthquake. So I threw at least three charged moves, but I've seen Swamperts throw a lot more than that. So the reason they switched is because they were going to lose shield advantage quickly and not get to their charge move before my next charge move. And so anyhow, the winning that match was about saving moves, knowing who had moves and who didn't, and trying to align properly. When they swapped to that Machamp, obviously that was favorable for us because that enabled us to use the Giratina, get as much energy as we could, and then come back when that Charmer came back, which was obviously going to kill the Giratina. When the Charmer came back, I could drop all the energy, let Giratina go down, and then bring in my other pokes to clean up. So last match, his team's actually doing pretty good, or pretty well actually is the appropriate grammar. What's the name? Giratina. This is not a great lead. So I'm going to go right to Snorlax and see what they got. I don't like to stay in on non-favorable. So that Snorlax actually, well, this is a somewhat tough one. Kind of neutral here. Scissor is Steel and Bug type. My Body Slams will hit for neutral. They're throwing bullet punches, and the thing about Scissor though is it doesn't really have any nukes that can really threaten Snorlax. So they just have a lot of Night Slashes, which can be bad if the Scissor decides to, or the Scissor gets the boost. So it's up to the RNG, the random number generator, to decide things there. So I think they're going to go for um, two Night Slashes here, which if I want to take switch, I'm going to have to shield one of them. Oh, they got the boost. That's not great. So there's the boost that we were talking about. This is okay. And so now I'm going to come in with Swampert and probably eat whatever move that they're going to throw at me. Unfortunately, it's boosted 2 stages, so it's going to hurt a lot more than I would like it to. X Scissor. Dang. I'm going to throw an Earthquake and Bolt. So what do they have there? They had an anti-Giratina as their counter, a Bug type. They could have another anti-Giratina in the back. This is probably a Dragon Claw. I'm going to let it go, not knowing what they have and not knowing what they're bringing in. I'm going to assume it's a second Dark type or something that threatens Giratina. It is not. So Now I am going to shield because I don't know what they're up to. Oh, it's their own Swampert. 7, 8. So they went right to 8. I'm going to shield because that's the count for earthquake. So now I'm not going to throw if I don't have to, but I am. Should have some be able to get some farm after this. They do shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they chickened out. Maybe they got to the earthquake and I miscounted. Son of a gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's too bad. My only prayer there was to farm that Swampert out and hit that remaining Giratina with a move. I obviously would have thrown my charge move on that Swampert sooner. I was trying to count, as you could see, the damn Giratina's wings get in the way, and I couldn't see. I must have miscounted one of the times, either in the first one or the second time, but I did go 3 out of 5 there. So it is possible to run one of these teams with accessible non-XL Pokemon and still do okay. Now it's not cheap. I still had to spend 175 dust to power that Snorlax up because it was only like 100 CP, and I think that Swampert probably wasn't too cheap either when I originally created it. That Giratina, the problem with the legendaries is that it costs 100,000 Stardust to unlock the second move, which can be trouble. But you do need double moves to really be successful in GBL. So drop the dust. It'll, if you want a team like this, a team, I've dropped myself over 500,000 dust into one Pokemon. You can probably put together a team for Ultra League with about, you know, 400,000 dust. Ultra League's one of the most expensive leagues because of some of the XLs, but this is a not XL team and it seemed to do okay. So, and honestly, I might have been able to take out that Swampert if I wasn't so greedy and was just taking the risky approach there. So I pulled it off. 3 out of 5, not the best, but I almost got 4 out of 5, and you know anyone can do it.